Ways to extend the garden season into winter. Whether you're trying to get an earlier start in early spring or make the most of the late fall, these 11 season extending techniques will help you grow more vegetables and enjoy fresh produce long after the first frost. 1. Cold frames, a garden's best friend. Cold frames are an excellent way to extend the gardening season by trapping heat from the sun. These mini greenhouses are typically built from old windows or clear plastic and are placed over your vegetable beds. Cold frames keep cold air at bay, raising soil temperatures and protecting young plants from cold nights and frost. Root crops like carrots and Swiss chard can thrive inside a cold frame well into winter. 2. High tunnels and hoop houses, larger season extenders. For those with more space, high tunnels and hoop houses are ideal for extending the season. These structures are essentially large, unheated greenhouses made of PVC pipe or metal, covered with plastic sheeting. High tunnels are tall enough to walk inside, while low tunnels are smaller and often cover individual rows of vegetable crops. Both options provide significant frost protection and trap heat, making it possible to grow cool season crops like Brussels sprouts, bok choy, and leafy greens deep into the fall and winter.
Third, row covers for frost protection. A floating row cover is a lightweight fabric that you can drape over your garden plants to protect them from light frosts. Available in various thicknesses, heavier fabrics provide more protection during cold temperatures, while lighter ones allow plant growth and airflow. Row covers are ideal for cool season plants like lettuce and salad greens, protecting them from strong winds and fluctuating daytime temperatures. 4. Mulching for winter warmth. Applying a thick layer of mulch such as grass clippings, straw, or black plastic mulch around your plants can insulate the soil and keep root vegetables from freezing. Mulching is a great way to retain soil moisture and trap heat around root crops like beets, parsnips, and turnips. This technique works well in combination with other methods like cold frames or row covers for added protection. 5. Plastic milk jugs and hot caps. For a quick and easy solution, you can create mini greenhouses using plastic milk jugs or hot caps. Simply cut the bottoms off and place them over single plants to trap warmth and protect from frost. This method works particularly well for smaller plants like Swiss chard or young transplants that need a little extra protection from temperature extremes. The greenhouse effect created by the jugs will help plants survive cold nights. 6. Raised beds for better drainage. Growing in raised beds offers several advantages when trying to extend your garden season. These beds warm up faster in the spring and retain heat better in the fall, giving you a longer growing season. Raised beds also improve drainage, which can be particularly important during the winter months when excess moisture can lead to root rot. Cool weather crops like Brussels, sprouts, kale, and bok choy perform well in raised beds, especially when combined with other season extenders. 7. Hotbeds for early germination. Creating a hotbed is another excellent way to extend your gardening season. By adding a layer of manure beneath the soil, which generates heat as it decomposes, you can raise the soil temperatures around your plants, encouraging seed germination and growth even in cooler weather. Hotbeds can be used with cold-tolerant crops like spinach and radishes, allowing you to start growing earlier in the season and keep growing later into early fall. 8. Drip irrigation to maintain soil moisture. As the cooler temperatures set in, it's important to manage soil moisture properly. Installing a drip irrigation system ensures your plants get consistent water without soaking the foliage, which can be prone to frost damage in cold weather. Drip irrigation is especially beneficial for extending the harvest of root vegetables and keeping your soil evenly moist during warm days and cold nights. 9. Succession planting for continuous harvest. Succession planting is a great way to maximize your garden season. By staggering your plantings of cool weather crops like leafy greens, snap beans, and Swiss chard, you ensure that new plants are always coming up as older ones mature. This technique is perfect for extending the harvest well into the fall months, giving you plenty of cool season vegetables to enjoy throughout the winter. 10. Water walls and other heat traps. Water walls, essentially tubes filled with water that surround plants, are another effective season extension method. The water absorbs heat during the day and releases it at night, protecting plants from cold temperatures. This technique works particularly well for tender crops and can extend the growing season of heat-loving crops like tomatoes and peppers. 11th, unheated greenhouses for year-round growing. An unheated greenhouse can keep your garden productive through the winter by harnessing the sun's energy to maintain warmer air temperatures inside. This structure is ideal for protecting long-season crops and extending the harvest of fall vegetables. Adding plastic mulches or garden fabric inside can provide even more insulation during cold weather. With an unheated greenhouse, you can enjoy fresh produce like leafy greens and herbs throughout the winter.